Put on the wetsuit and get in the water, cause I'm finna drip on you. Hyped up, surfing the wave, I'm finna drip on you. Put on a snorkel up under your face, I'm finna drip on you. It's out in the water, come get you a taste, I'm finna drip on you.
What's going on, everyone? This is Trim P back again with another episode. This time we're talking about Lakevia Jackson. This is a woman who was killed senselessly over a bowling ball in Atlanta, and she is the mother of one of rapper Young Thug's children. Just of note. So this happened in Atlanta again. Police are still looking for the man, so unfortunately we don't have a picture of the guy just yet. But it sounds like they know who this person is. It happened at Metro Fun Center down along Metropolitan Parkway in Southwest Atlanta. Sounds like she was attending a celebration at the bowling alley, and at some point, there's an altercation, and this guy apparently waited outside for 20 minutes for her to come out into the parking lot before he shot her, and unfortunately she passed. So thoughts, prayers, love goes out to her family. Her mother's quoted as saying, "I didn't know this was going to be the last time I talked to my baby," which is something that happens quite frequently, especially in these violent situations. And just remind you to always kind of show love when you can to those that you do love. She also said that I could hear her over the phone crying and screaming. Then her best friend said she's not breathing. So extremely traumatic, man. This is really sad and just crazy that we still have to deal with these types of things, and unfortunately it'll probably never end. You got a bunch of crazies out here, crazies, people just kind of all over the place doing stupid stuff, and unfortunately in the Black community, it's no different. I'm not gonna say that it's higher or lower in our community, because you have it in every community, but it's just sad that we don't have the love for each other that we ought to have, and we don't know how to handle disputes and get over these what seems to be a very trivial argument. I mean, who could have a life-threatening issue over a bowling ball? What about a bowling ball is worth taking a young lady's life over, especially as a man? I mean, that just cries lack of manhood for this gentleman, whoever he is, and hopefully he is dealt with quickly. It's sad that the police have to get involved, especially in the Black community. Anytime the police are involved, it's always it tends to turn out worse than it does in other cases. But this gentleman definitely he's asked for whatever happens to him. No one has the right to take a life, especially the life of a 31-year-old young lady who has a child. It's sad to know that in spite of all the success that Young Thug has enjoyed over the course of his career, he's still having to deal with this type of issue. But none of us are exempt, unfortunately. So that's pretty much it on this one. I mean, we'll go in and look at a couple reactions from the social media community. Well, just further real quick. I mean, her mother also said, "I lost my baby all over a bowling ball." So clearly she knows what the deal was, and I'm not sure if she knew this firsthand, or whether Lakevia's friends actually told her what happened. But it sounds like it's pretty clear that this was all over a damn bowling ball, guys. So homicide commander Lieutenant Ralph Woolfolk saying, "This is truly an atrocity," which it is. A young lady lost her life over a bowling ball. We talk about conflict resolution time and time again, and this is an escalated dispute. So we will work this case through the night, and we will find the person responsible. Hopefully they do. He says, "We know who you are, so go ahead and turn yourself in." I doubt this guy's going to turn himself in, because it's pretty much not going to be a pretty ending, for this. I doubt you can really kind of bargain your way out of this one. I mean, when you take somebody's life, it's pretty much a done deal, especially when, in most cases, when it's a celebrity or the family of a celebrity involved, it's unlikely that you're going to kind of get off lightly in this case. Apparently, Young Thug and Lakevia's son is 14 years old, so still at that very impressionable age where trauma can really do a lot of damage to that young man, unfortunately. And they lived together for a period of time. We're not married. So you got people all over the place saying, Young Thug's baby mama was killed, Young Thug's baby mama was shot, and I agree. People, there are other people who are shouting out saying, she deserves to be named by her name. And unfortunately, we have to use her picture because, again, I don't have a picture of the idiot that shot her, but he really is the one who deserves to be kind of put all over the internet and shamed, honestly, because this is very shameful. Um, so we'll go ahead and click over, take a look at what else is going on Twitter. And as I mentioned over here on Twitter, you got people saying her name is Lakevia Jackson, not Young Thug's baby mom. Period. Rest in peace. Um, Someone else says, I pray Lakevia Jackson's family receives justice and peace. I don't know that there is justice in this case. There's no bringing her back. But I mean, whatever can be done to get this dude um, some results and consequences for what he did definitely should be done. Hopefully, the APD takes this very seriously and doesn't stop until he is caught and punished. Um, she says, I feel like I hear about a black woman dying from a petty situation every day now. I'm so sick of it. It is quite frequent that we hear about black women being killed or kidnapped or something happening to them in a very traumatic fashion. Um, it's just there's no words for it. Honestly, there's um, no explaining it away. I mean, it needs to stop happening, but not until men in our community start to stand up and put an end to it will it truly stop. So in my honest opinion, in an ideal world, this dude wouldn't make it into police hands. I mean, somebody ought to be willing to serve him his justice before the police can. Honestly, instead of, I mean, hopefully nobody's hiding him or holding him kind of under the rug and trying to keep him away from police because there's no excuse for this. Um, Jason One Piece Stan says a black woman was murdered over a bowling ball, and you use your black media platform to refer to her as Young Thug's baby mama. Her name is Lakevia Jackson. Her name matters. Her life matters. Black media must do better. Wholeheartedly agree. She deserved to be named by name. Um, in spite of the fact that she is Young Thug's baby's mother, it just doesn't come across right. I mean, the whole connotation of baby mama says a lot about the black community as well. And me being a part of the black community, it hurts. I don't have a baby mama, but it does not make us look good to keep calling people baby mamas, to acknowledge the fact that we are not really doing right by our women and we're not engaging in healthy relationships. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Everything Georgia says, RIP to Lakevia Jackson, who was a mother of one of Young Thug's sons. She was killed at a bowling alley in Atlanta. So just stating the facts there. Tori Cooper says, I just spoke to Lakevia Jackson's mom. She says Lakevia went to her best friend's birthday at a bowling alley. A fight over the bowling ball happened. Then the suspect waited 20 minutes in the parking lot for Lakevia before he shot her while she was leaving. So, I mean, just to go even deeper, and not to cast blame, but it just shows that in certain conflicts, you got to be willing to just walk away and separate yourself from the situation. I don't know if there's video out there that kind of depicts what actually took place over the bowling ball, but for a woman to be fighting with a man over a bowling ball does not look good on either side. I mean, that's why when I get into certain altercations with people, especially people I don't know, I just separate myself from the situation because there is no winner in these situations. Clearly, the guy who shot her did not win. I mean, and she definitely did not win, losing her life over a damn bowling ball. So when you try to solve things by violence in the streets, it never ends well. There is no victor in this situation, and rarely is there ever a victor when you get into these altercations, especially over things that have no significance whatsoever. I mean, today, that bowling ball is still probably sitting in the bowling alley, and anybody can go get it. So, was it really worth all of this? Was it worth somebody going to prison potentially for the rest of his life over? And was it worth killing somebody over, or somebody losing their life, especially somebody who had a 14-year-old son? Um, Psyche says Thug and Lakevia had a 14-year-old son. That little boy just lost his mama because some punk wanted to kill somebody over a bowling ball. This shit just horrible, man. I pray for both of them and their family gonna be all right. Rest in peace, Lakevia Jackson. Definitely rest in peace. And it is some punk ass shit to kill somebody over a bowling ball, or even to be engaging violently, or to even have an altercation with a woman over a bowling ball. I mean, what happened to the times of chivalry when if a lady wanted something that you had, you straight up gave it to her. You know what I mean? Especially something that's has no significance. I mean, it'd be different if she asked you for your wallet, or your watch off your wrist or something like that. You might say, "Oh, well, nah, I mean, this is mine." But a damn bowling ball that doesn't belong to either of you, go ahead and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let the woman have it and move on with your life. I mean, as a man, that should be your pride, is to provide for the women in the community. So again, this was stupid. Mommy of Two says Lakevia Jackson was her name, not Young Thug baby mama. Again, that same theme echoing across Twitter. Shit wicked as fuck over a bowling ball. Definitely this was wicked. I don't know whether we don't know the guy just yet, so I don't know whether he had mental illness or what was going on, but it kind of reeks of mental illness for you to be doing this over a bowling ball. And we'll read a few more. Elisa says, a whole grown ass man waited outside to kill a woman over a bowling ball. Are you kidding me? Some of y'all men are straight vaginas, I swear. And I mean, sounds a little feminist, but in truth, there are a lot of men out here who just don't deserve the title. And unfortunately, she's right about that. I'm not gonna take it personally because I'm not one of those men. But those of you who are, I'm sure you will take it to heart, and possibly you should, and you should probably straighten up and consider, ordering your steps in a different manner, especially as it regards to women. Again, I mean, our job here on the planet is to make sure that the women are provided for, and that they have a peaceful existence, and don't have to worry about stupid stuff like this. So, I mean, if it hurts your feelings, then hit dog or holler. We'll read one more. This is apparently Madam CJ White Walker says, over a bowling ball, ? Argued over a bowling ball, had 20 plus minutes waiting in the parking lot to cool off and go home, but no, he chose to end an innocent black woman's life and throw his away. Lakevia Jackson did not deserve that. I hope they give him the max. And I couldn't agree more. I mean, like she said, you had 20 minutes to cool yourself down and think straightly about the situation, which is why I think, I wonder, whether there's mental illness involved. And a lot of undiagnosed mental illness exists out here in the world, especially in communities of color. So it's not outside the realm of possibility. Hopefully again that he gets the max, because he definitely asked for it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not gonna belabor this one. I appreciate you checking in with Trend P. We'll check you on the next one. Peace.
Thanks for watching this episode of Trend P. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like this content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, like this video, and drop a comment below. Share this video with your friends on social media, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Trend P. You can also donate on Cash App at $TrendP to help this channel grow. For more Trend P, check out some of our other videos below.